So these are my first impressions about the iPhone 6. First of all, I only had about, I would say, when I only took about 3 minutes in total to get some footage captured. Went over to the Apple Store here in New York. I picked it up, I checked it out at the Apple Store, and even though it's thinner than the 5 and than the 5S, it feels solid. It feels well designed as always. Apple's always doing high class um, tools. Um, One thing I've noticed though, the speed is faster. It does feel more efficient. It does run a lot smoother. The little time I spent with opening apps, running iMovie, um, and just checking it out. And I actually use the because you're supposed to you're actually able to double tap on the home button to actually bring your content down because the screens are bigger, so they have to kind of compensate for that somehow. So the first thing I would say is the screen's definitely sharper. Actually, the colors look more vivid. Um, and that could be because I'm using a matte screen protector on my iPhone 5S. So looking at the iPhone 6, the colors look more vibrant, but it did look sharper and more detailed than this particular generation, the 5S. I wouldn't say it's like night and day. I would say there's an improvement. Also, the speed. That's the second thing I would say. It's the top. If I were picking three things that were good about the phone, it's much faster. Um, you open apps, they come up right away. There's no lag at all. There's actually I'm gonna actually link to a review. Looking at this iPhone 6, can it is it a wise decision to go from your current device, might be a BlackBerry, it might be a another Android system, it might be a Windows phone. Is it wise to jump from your current phone to the new iPhone 6? Ask yourself the question, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because the phone is new? Are you doing it because the phone is popular? Are you doing popular? Or are you doing it because the phone is efficient? My suggestion: walk into an Apple store, um, go through the phone, check it out, see how it works with the browser, see how it works with email, see how it works with if you take pictures, see how it works with taking pictures. Because sometimes you want to take pictures, even though it may not be your professional tool, you can use those pictures to create blog posts, to update your Facebook page, to um, yeah, just to catalog what you've been doing so you can promote yourself even more, promote your ministry or promote your business or promote your nonprofit, whatever it might be. So, would I recommend the 6? Would I recommend going from the 5S to the 6 or the 6 Plus? Um, I wouldn't say unless you see that your 6 or your 5 or 5S it's not working anymore or it's just not efficient, which I don't see not being efficient anymore. You don't have a big reason to jump ship. Yes, there are some improvements. Yes, there are three additional things that have changed, which I'm going to talk about right now since they've gone to the 6. For one, NFC, near field communication. What is that? All it basically means is that your phone can communicate with devices through radio frequencies by bringing them close to each other. Near field communication. So that's what Apple Pay is basically. So they've added this special antenna into the top of the phone where you can just bring your phone close to a payment system and you can pay for things. Now, if you're a business owner, it would be wise to get the phone to do research. If you're going to say we have $2,000 or $5,000 for R&D, research and development, you say, okay, we can spend it, get a phone, get a kiosk, see how it works, see how we can receive payments, see if we can collect data from our customers. Um, so yeah, NFC is one thing they've added to the 6. Another thing is the battery life has been improved. I haven't yet had a long enough time to test it. I mean, the 5S right now is what I'm using. The issue isn't that the phone dies in 5 hours or the phone dies middle of the day. The issue is if if I'm listening to music or if I have my phone in my pocket or if I'm just doing casual texting and my phone is at 100% at 9 o'clock in the morning and I've been texting for, let's say, off and on for maybe 2, 3 hours, I don't expect my phone to be under 70%. That may not always happen, but I feel like that's happened. In 3 hours time of casual use, the phone drops in a significant amount. So by the end of the day, I'm probably at 29, 30%. Not terrible, but still not great. End of the day, 50 would be great, honestly. I'm talking about a day from 10 in the morning till about, let's say, 5 o'clock. And this is casual use. I'm talking, if you're on your phone constantly, well, then forget it. Your phone should die or go really low towards the end of the day. But if you're casually just texting, you check your email, you respond to someone, um, you browse the web, you put it away, and in total, the time you've used it hasn't exceeded 2 hours. I don't see why it should be dying um, that quickly. So they've improved the battery, and then also the size. Now, I'm going to actually link to a review here about comparing the size of the phone and the usage of the phone at that size. I think the 5S is a great size to just take out of your pocket, use it, put it back. A lot of people want a bigger screen because they want to be submerged into their content. I don't think a phone is designed for that, but some people do. So they want a bigger screen so they can show their pictures, so they can read text a bit more. I don't think a portable device is meant for at this size at 4 or 5 inches or even 6 inches is meant for long term reading, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, but 6 hours of reading. No, I don't think it's meant for that. So those are the three things I believe that I just want to cover quickly in this video that are updates on the phone: the size, the NFC function with Apple Pay, and then also the bigger size battery in both the 6 and the 6 Plus. So overall, I would say the iPhone's a solid design, a solid improvement to the 5S. As far as jumping from the 5S to the 6, I'm not gonna personally make that move. And if I'm gonna be making music, or even an app for my business, will getting the iPhone 6 help me do enough research so I can say, okay, this type of method would help when developing an app, when developing pictures, or developing content for the device. Yeah, these are questions we have to ask. We shouldn't just go out and buy a phone because it's new. We should really see if it's going to benefit our business, and of course, bring in clients, bring in revenue, and help us build up what we've already started. So I think it's important, guys, to ask yourself these questions because sometimes we just shop and that's it. So do your research on the iPhone 6. Check out the notes in the bottom. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Sewell signing off.